Hey everybody, and welcome to the Big Mukbang Theory. I'm KT, and tonight we are doing Cajun Cabbage. Paya! Well, the first thing you'll need is a big old giant pot to cook all this stuff in. Paya! And you'll need a cabbage. Get a medium-sized head, about 3 pounds. You're gonna need to cut that up. I like to cut mine the same way I do with my greens. I like to cut it into slices, like into shreds, because it cooks down and it becomes a lot more tender. I like soft cabbage, so I cook it a little longer, but you basically gotta get your cabbage cut down. Once you cut up your cabbage, then it's time to cut the onions. Now you're gonna be crying a little bit, but that's okay. You just run them under the water, keep on chopping. Paya! Next, you got your andouille sausage. This is my favorite. I love the taste of andouille sausage. It gives the food its flavor, its rich Cajun flavor. And last but not least, you need your garlic, and then the pièce de résistance, Tony's Chachere. I love it. It's Creole seasoning. It can go on anything from meats to vegetables to whatever you want. You gotta have Tony's Chachere. Great seasoning. So let's get started. Paya! You wanna get your pot heated up on medium-high heat. Add in a little bit of olive oil, and then you're gonna dump in your andouille sausage. Oh yeah, you hear that? You hear that sizzle? Now you wanna cook this sausage down until it gets brown. On each side, you wanna make sure that sausage is cooked all the way through. It's gonna cook down some as you begin to add your other ingredients. It's going to cook down some once you start to add the cabbage as well, because it's going to still be in the pot during the time when you cook the cabbage. But you want to give this about a good 5 minutes of sautéing in your pot. Then you want to add in your onions. You want them to cook down. You don't want to add your garlic just yet, because you don't want garlic to burn. You never want garlic to burn, so that's always on the back end. You could also kind of add in a little more olive oil. That always helps. And you got to keep constantly stirring it in most pans, unless you have a non-stick pan. That smells so delicious. In case you can't see, look at that. Oh, look at that inside there. Oh yeah. Now it's time to add in a little Tony's Chachere. Gotta have that in there, mix that up real nice. Give it that Creole flavor. And you stir that up real good. Oh. Yeah, now I can smell it. That's what gives you that paya! All right, now we add some garlic. That's the last season that we gotta add in. Chopped or minced garlic, whatever you prefer. Now normally I do fresh, but I was in a hurry tonight, so I used the garlic out of a jar. But nothing tastes better than, oh my goodness, smelling that aroma come off of that. That is delicious. Now that you've got all the flavors mixed in, now it's time to put in the last piece of the puzzle, which is the cabbage. I just take it handfuls at a time. You don't want to put it all in at one time. You want to put in your first half of it, and then you want to cook it down, and then you work on the second half. So don't do it all at the same time. Just put in the first batch. It's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes for it to all cook down, because cabbage has a lot of water in it. So yeah. So that's about half. Now put the lid on, and after you do that a couple times, you've cooked all your cabbage down. Paya! It's time to eat. And tonight we're doing a light meal. We're not going really heavy with a whole lot of meat or anything. So we just have the andouille sausage. And we're gonna add some cornbread, and that'll be the perfect complement for this Cajun cabbage dish. So I hope you like tonight's dish, our Cajun cabbage with andouille sausage. Subscribe to us and give us a like. See you next time on the Big Mukbang Theory.